Howdy Banger fans, Blayne Smith coming at you with a real fun one. I get to sit here virtually, COVID friendlyly with Nat from Nat's What I Reckon. Nat man, how you doing?
What's going on?
Oh, you know, hanging out in the bar. You're hanging out in a fantastic looking hotel room, it seems.
Yeah, you'd be forgiven for thinking I was in a really fancy art gallery over here. Yeah, we're in a really cool hotel.
I like that it kind of looks like there's like two sets of tits just peeking in from the corner.
It's two butts.
Butts,
Yeah,
two butts. Oh yeah, there's some brown around them too. Two shitty butts. So you're on the road doing some shows right now. What are you listening to while you're traveling between places?
I've been listening to a lot of Fistula. I'm not sure you.
Fistula, yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving Fistula. We went to try and see last year in California, but I fucking pulled out, so I'm having to relive that dream on my headphones all the time. I'm listening to a lot of Conan. I'm listening to a shitload of old jazz, actually, as well. So, yeah, I'm a bit of a jazz head. I like old people music a lot too. So
every time you talk to someone, a metalhead, half the time it's like, oh yeah, I'm also just listening to a lot of Phil Collins right now.
I'm not sure I'm listening to heaps of Phil. It is just another day with you and me in paradise.
Mine's a little more paradisey. I got a wall of booze behind me.
Oh man, I can join in.
Knock a couple off. Quick question though, the X is everywhere. Were you ever straight edge?
No, it's a question I get asked a lot, but no, I've never had the discipline to cut it out.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's actually my first ever tattoo. Yeah, I've just always kind of drew them on myself when I was a kid, and I was like, fuck, those would look pretty cool.
Yeah. So the show you're doing, you're touring, doing live shows, but because a lot of the world is stuck in a real dire place, you're doing a big online event. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're doing a live stream event to where we got South Africa, Canada, you guys, the US, the UK, Europe. Yeah, Europe. But we're doing it at like 7 a.m. here, so that it could not be the right time over there. So we're all going to get on the mimosas and fire it up pretty early. And hopefully we've got a big gang over there that are up for taking the piss and having a bit of a laugh. We've got a live audience here too that we've had to convince to come to the fucking venue at 6:30 in the morning. So on a Thursday too, so it'll be mad. It'll be heaps of fun.
I mean, I think that's a great idea. The live audience doing stand-up for computers is definitely significantly less fun for, I think, everybody involved.
Actually, a show that I did a live stream for recently, like just to fill out the laughter because the crowd, because of the COVID thing, I actually brought my own laugh track on a guitar pedal. So I just pumped the laughs in there. So hopefully we don't have to do that this time.
Damn, that's crazy. I've never heard of anyone doing that. That is very clever.
It was very clearly canned laughter, but it was always the same laugh as well. So
I found it so weird. I did a couple of Zoom shows and they were always weird. There was a couple where the comedians that were on the show were all on camera at all times. So you'd make a couple comedians laugh and that's worth like making like 30 humans laugh and you feel sane and normal. But oh boy, yeah, that speaking just to Hal is cold and uncaring.
Yeah, I mean, that's not too unfamiliar to a lot of like small rooms, right? It's mostly
yeah, just a couple coughs at the back. Bring a cough track.
I need a crickets track. Crickets, yeah.
Get a whole pedal board set up. Just get really into it.
Different laugh. Yeah, fuck yeah. But it's all your own voice.
Yeah, just boo. Oh, who's this asshole? Hey, what do you do for a living, buddy?
Just heckling yourself. You've got heckle pedals.
Yeah, I don't know. That definitely the audience helps because you've talked a lot about mental health. I feel like a lot of us comedians suffer from the same thing, anxiety and depression. And really, I always every time I'm performing, still right before that first laugh is just like basically a sustained panic attack, and then you get one solid laugh and it dissolves, and you're like, oh, okay, fine, I know what I'm doing. Yes, I've done this a million times.
Yeah, that's a very, very accurate description.
So I know you like to talk a lot about mental health. I was wondering, I brought my medication. I thought we could compare medications and stories about good or bad experiences with them.
Oh, fucking let's hang. I've got-
I'm really stoked. I got two that are totally working. That's the first two that have ever effectively worked. Thing pregabalin, which is for the anxiety, and then there's this thing that my doctor gave me where he's like, it's antipsychotics, but it can help make the anti-anxiety work better. It
yeah.
has the best side effects I've ever had, which is weight gain, which is I'm trying to get bigger. I'm trying to bulk up right now, and I only take them at night, and it makes me incredibly tired. What are you taking right now?
I'm both very familiar with both of those drugs. I've taken quetiapine for like Seroquel, right? It's like
Yeah.
it falls under other names. I took that for a few years. Yeah, made me feel like a fucking goblin. I got a pretty high dose of it. Yeah, it kind of just made me feel like I'd had a bong.
Oh
Uh,
no.
but it does drop you really fucking hard. Like at night, you take it and you get this insatiable hunger where I just feel like eating like a fucking asshole. But yeah, if man, it fucking works. It works. Good for you. I took pregabalin a few, like a month ago. Actually, I got prescribed pregabalin for I have a sleep disorder, um, like restless leg syndrome, like a periodic
Yeah.
limb movement thing that I get in my sleep.
Yeah.
It's like which is attached to my mental health problems, which is just fucking
It's
heaps.
just fantastic. Just primo.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it just wasn't fucking doing the trick. But here's the thing, right? Like that thing with that thing makes those things work. I just
Right?
tried another medication last week, but then I realized that like I just about to start a fucking stand-up tour where I've got to do two. I probably shouldn't be trying to mellow myself out too much. So I started
Yeah.
to take it, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm not funny." It's nice to hear that's working for you, though, man.
Yeah, it's nice when, because a lot of the times I find, yeah, the side effects you get with them are like directly counter to the medication. Like the
Yeah,
first one they always try on you is the antidepressants, which make your dick unreliable, which is a great way to be significantly more depressed.
that's a big one. I had a doctor recently tell me that he didn't want to put me on Prozac because it was going to upset my girlfriend. I find it unusual that a lot of these medicines have the side effects are your condition as
Yeah,
well.
right?
One of the side effects of this antidepressant is depression. And you're
Yeah.
like, the
I
fuck?
love the one. This will cure your depression, but one day, just out of nowhere, you might shoot yourself in the face. That's not what I want. That's not what I'm going for.
It can't have it all though with the antidepressant, can you? It can't.
No. Have you done any like non-medication things that you have found have actually helped?
Yes, I'm big into that actually. Like, so I exercise heaps. I train at the gym a lot. But the ocean,
The ocean. Fuck, I'm landlocked.
throw yourself in the fucking water, even when you're feeling like shit. It just kind of jogs me out of it for a bit. I got so addicted to that I just went every single day, like in the middle of winter, pissing rain on my motorbike, ride to the beach in the fucking rain, jump in the ocean. Doesn't matter what the time is. Or just fucking that has been one of the most groundbreaking medication-free treatments. That and slowing up my drinking.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. You also played music in the past. I've also played music. And how do you? Is there like one you prefer doing, or do you feel it's like totally different?
Like I still play music heaps. I can play in a hardcore band, a drummer in a hardcore band, and I play guitar in a death metal band. So I'm like I play heaps of music,
Yeah.
but shows are hard things to book at the moment. So like
Yes.
they're both important. Like being on stage, and there's something about performing that's important to me. And the music, is just I could probably like survive on without the stand-up, probably just with my music. That was the first love of my life. It's just playing rock and roll. Well, my band at the moment, we're about to record the other EP, is Penalties. So you can find us on Bandcamp, on Facebook. But yeah, that's the band I'm drumming in. That's free. That's fucking free.
And tell me a little bit about the death metal band.
Yeah, I got this band I just started called Kegger Death.
Nice.
Which is like Megadeth, but like a kegger party. Anyway, so we thought we were really clever with that name. It was like, oh, fuck, Kegger Death. And then turns out Dave Mustaine from Megadeth has, if I'm correct, has his own beer festival called Kegger Death. And I'm like, fuck!
I assume that when you ultimately get the cease and desist from Dave Mustaine, you'll frame it and put it on the wall, right? Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah, another band of mine, Death Warrior. Got a bunch of I've started a million fucking half-ass bands, death metal bands. So there's a bunch of shit.
What's like your favorite death metal band?
I think Cannibal Corpse is one of my favorite death metal bands of all time. Yeah, I've gotten more into the doom and sludge things in the last couple of years. I'm a big fan of Grief. Yeah, loving Conan. I actually got to meet Conan.
Oh, nice.
Played in a mate's warehouse. There was only like 15 people there. And I was like, they had all their fucking stacks. Played this huge fucking show in my mate's lounge room. Mind blowing.
That's a great band to be almost alone, just getting blasted by a wall of sound.
Fucking unbelievable. Yeah, it's like having an enormous sounding doom band in a lounge room, more or less. I think that really put me in the doom zone. I was like, this is fucking.
I got a similar great experience. My friends are in Bellwitch.
Cool.
We coincidentally were in Japan at the same time. And I got to see them play in this hardcore venue. So it, of course, was a basement that had a capacity of 32 tops. Just in this tiny little bar in a basement. Coolest experience. And it's not even the full song usually. It's a medley of the song because the one song would be too long in a lot of situations.
I truly am impressed by metalheads usually because of just how much shit you've got to remember so quickly. And the changes and with such a fucking high pace. But Doom, that song has so many parts to it and so many pauses and breaks that's like, how the fuck do you remember all that shit?
Yeah, just remembering 12, 18 bar rests. Hold.
Yeah, secret head beat in and going 3, 2, and... Yeah, it's fucking awesome shit.
We have we're almost peculiarly the same guy. I was reading that I've also had a lung collapse on me.
Oh yeah, that's fucking barrel of laughs, isn't it?
Right? When I had mine, I just thought I was having a heart attack because that's what it feels like. So when they're like, your lung collapsed, I'm like, I think that's better than a heart attack.
Yeah, the survival rate's a lot higher. It's a fucking weird one. It's a very confusing thing to go through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. I was pushing my motorcycle inside the garage, and it happened to me. That's when mine happened, and I thought, well, I've been pushing something heavy. It must have been that. Fuck my shoulders. I'm like, and then I took that medication.
Oh, no.
Because I was like, I'm freaking out. I better just fucking put myself to bed. My breathing's really shallow. And so I slept.
The same thing.
Same fucking thing. And of course, you would have had to have it reinflated while you're awake, right?
Yeah.
Never fucking forget that moment, right? Put your hand in your head and they feel between your ribs and then... Oh.
The one cool thing about it, I don't know if you also got this, that gross briefcase where they pump gore out of your body into it, and it's got gauges of chunks from you. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, pump all the fucking weird piss fluid out of your chest.
And a nurse comes in and checks the gauges.
Yeah, well, the problem with mine, so I had to have that the briefcase full of my own lung urine. Go through an MRI machine holding the thing, and then they discovered there was a fucking tennis ball sized cyst in my lung.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah. I figured we would both have a pretty Cannibal Corpse song of a story we could share there.
Yeah, we are. We're living in parallel universe here.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Again, like you, I met my now fiance on a dating app as well.
That's where I met Jules.
Which one did you guys meet on? Was it an international one or was it Australian local?
No, it's a very international one. It's 4 years ago, almost, in a couple of weeks. Duh.
Tinder? Me too.
My first ever Tinder date too. Like, it's just
Oh,
fucking-
really? Damn. One and done.
Yeah, I know there's apps where it where it tells you where someone's in the room. Like that shit scares the fucking shit out of me.
Yeah, just Marco Polo murder.
Oh, dude, it'll be like name tags. You'll have like a name tag that lights up at some stage. Like, my name is Michael. And they'll be able to like, oh, there's Michael. He's lighting up. Make Michael light up, you know? And just letting off little flares to let them know where.
Well, my friend, this has been a delightful chat. But you know, the event of the millennium, the thing that will solve all of our problems in 2020. Let's hear about the live stream where you're bringing comedy to the people. How do people see it?
Well, I believe you'll help me out with putting like a clickable link. I was going to try and read out the URL, but yeah, it's down there. I mean, yeah, if you want to come and watch the show, it's at a very, very reasonable evening hour over there. Not for us though. It'll be nice and fucking early.
Hey, you know, you're sacrificing for your art. It's very respectable.
It'll be a very well-oiled machine. I will have done 8 shows in the last 4 days by the time I get there. Hard-hitting, well-shaped comedy. So yeah, if you want to come and hang and have a laugh, we could all do with a bloody laugh. It'd be cool. The link's down there.
Link's down there. All right. Well, sir, best of luck. I know it'll go fantastic, and I look forward to watching it as well.
Thanks, Blayne. Nice to meet you, man.